All right, we have lower body today. You are going to need weights. You're also going to need a band. So we're just going to reach up, extend, and then drop over, rounding through those shoulders, feeling that length through that back side. We're going to drop into that squat, 3 pulses to stand. Hands up overhead again. We reach. We drop it over. Again, feeling that length, that stretch. We drop for 3 pulses. Stand it up. Last one, we reach, extend, we drop, rounding through those shoulders, feeling that length, those hamstrings at work. We drop into that squat, we pulse for 3, and we stand. Good. We're just gonna drop that right knee. We're gonna work those hip flexors a little bit. So we drive forward, feeling that stretch, push back to center, driving forward, opening up, back to center, drive, back to center. Good. We switch, right knee drops, left leg is up, same thing. On that drive forward, you're really feeling a stretch. Taking some big deep breaths. Drive forward. Good. Back to center. Drive forward. Back to center. We're going to stand it up. We are going to widen that stance. You are going to drop into that right foot, opening up, using that elbow to that knee. We walk it up and over. Other side. Feeling good. Pointing that toe, using that elbow to push open. Final one. Open it up. Wide stance, you're going to drop over for that hang. We're going to heel toe, walk it in. We're going to roll it up. And then we're going to finish with some knee hugs. Woo. Maybe drive that knee, hug it to that chest. Good. All right, so you're going to need a single heavy dumbbell for that goblet to start. So I would say anywhere between that 15 to 20 will be right for most. You're also going to go into an over the fence. So again, you're going to need that second weight, that second heavy weight. So this first one, I would say this first round, you're going to stay within that 15 to 20. If you need to go up, go up. So everything is 30 seconds. There's 3 rounds. First exercise is a goblet pulse. So feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. We get that goblet. We pulse at the bottom to stand. Second 30 seconds. That dumbbell's coming down. We're holding it in between the head. We're going to pulse, squat, chop it. Pulse, squat, chop. Third exercise. We are doing it over the fence. So we're going to drop it over. We come up halfway. We drop. And then we full extend. Okay. And then our fourth one, there's 5 exercises in this group. Our fourth one, dumbbell's going to be at that chest. You can have it right at that chest. We are going to squat, hold, and we're going up into calf raises in that squat hold for 30 seconds. And then our final one, we just have those alternating swings. Starting with that goblet pulse. Ready? And go. So again, everything is 30 seconds this morning. There are 5 exercises in this first group. So we drop, we pulse, we stand, lower, up an inch, down an inch, drive to the top, drop, up, down, good, drive. Make that pulse intentional and switch right into it. So we pulse, squat, chop over the left shoulder, pulse, squat, chop, right shoulder, making sure that core is engaged through that chop, pulse, squat, chop, good. From here, we're gonna pick up that second weight. We're going right into that over the fence and switch. Pick up that second weight over the fence. We come up halfway, we drop, we extend all the way up. Belly button pulled in, slight pinch through those shoulder blades. So up to those knees, lower, squeeze to stand. Feel that stretch through that drop. We lift, we lower, drive to stand. Good. And switch. Dumbbell comes to that chest. Squat, hold. We're going into those calf raises. Staying in that hold for 30 seconds. All the way up to those toes. We lower. Good. Keep those eyes forward. From here, we're going to stand it up. We're going into those alternating dumbbell swings and switch. Stand it. So we swing, switch, swing, switch. You can also just have both of those hands on that dumbbell for that swing. Squeeze. Push those hips back. We drive them. Drive. Drive. Good. Keep driving. And stop. Nice work. Quick shakeout. You have about 10 seconds. We're right back to that goblet pulse. If that dumbbell was not heavy enough for round 1, grab that heavier weight for round 2. Ready? And go. Goblet pulse. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. We drop, we lift, lower, squeeze to the top, drop, we pulse, we drive, eyes stay lifted, up, down, drive, squeeze. Every rep gets a squeeze. From here, we go to that pulse squat, to that chop and switch. So we pulse, squat, chop it. So we squat, pulse, rotate through that outer toe. You're pivoting through that chop. We drop, pulse, chop, drop, pulse. Good. And switch, grabbing that other weight. We go into that over the fence, up, down to stand. So we drop it over. We lift, we lower, we drive it all the way to the top. Drop it, lift it, lower, all the way to the top, squeezing. Slight pinch through those shoulder blades. And switch. Dumbbell comes to that chest. We get that squat with that calf raise. All the way up. 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 Good. Stay with it. 30 seconds. From here, we go to those dumbbell swings. And switch. Alternating dumbbell swings for 30 seconds. If you're not doing that alternating, you're just handling that weight, or you can hold the head of that weight like a kettlebell, and you drive those hips back, thrust forward. Everything's happening through that lower body. Good. And stop. Dumbbell down. You are back for a third and final round, starting with those goblet pulses. Ready, load it up, and go. So goblet pulse for 2. So you're just thinking up an inch, down an inch to stand. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Your eyes stay facing forward. We drop that butt. We lift, we drop, drive to stand. Making sure that breath is working for you. Push that air out as you pop to stand and switch. Squat, pulse, chop it. Squat, pulse, chop. Good. Pulse it, chop, pull that core in. Good. From here, we're going that over the fence, grabbing that second weight, and switch. Grab that second weight over the fence. We lift halfway, we drop, we squeeze to stand. You're feeling it through those hamstrings. Those shoulder blades are pinched. That belly button is pulled in. We're not just going through the motions. Be intentional in this 30 seconds. Feel that stretch, squeeze to lift. From here, we go to that squat, hold, calf raise, and switch. Squat, hold, calf raise. Good. Staying low in that hold, up to those toes. Work through that shake. From here, we go to those alternating swings and switch. So you're doing those alternating swings or just that single dumbbell swing. Shift those hips, drive them forward. Everything happens through that lower body. Nice job. Drive it. And stop. Great job. Dumbbell down. All right, we are moving to that band. So go ahead and slip that band on above those knees. So we have 6 exercises in this group. Everything is 30 seconds again. There's also 3 rounds. You're also gonna need that bench or chair out. So you do not need any weight for this one. We are gonna start with those hip thrusts on that bench or chair. So no weight, you're gonna thrust up. You're gonna get that abduction. So you're opening and closing through that band. We lower, we lift, open, close. On that close, you're still keeping resistance. You're not closing to those knees. So we're gonna open through that abduction, stay in that stretch before we lower. Second exercise, we are doing lateral walks. So you're doing that big half half, keeping that band stretched. Third exercise, we're doing a curtsy, knee drive, set it down. Curtsy, knee drive, set it down. You're alternating. Then we're doing a squat pulse. So it's a squat pulse. We drop right, we drop left to stand. So we pulse, drop right, left to stand. And then our final two, you can use that bench or chair or that wall. We are doing glute kickbacks, 30 seconds on that right side, 30 seconds on that left side. So starting with those hip thrust abductions, ready? Find that bench or chair and go. Again, those 30 seconds roll right into each other. Quick transitions. So we thrust up, eyes stay forward on that wall. Thrust, open, close. On that close, those knees still stay hip width apart. Open, close. We lower, we lift, and switch. You have about 5-second transition here. Drop that butt, you're going to stand, and we're going into those lateral walks. Big step, half step. Staying low. No, we're not coming to stand. You are finding that space, staying low, getting into those quads while we work those outer glutes, hips. Good. From here, we go into that curtsy to knee drive and switch. So we curtsy lunge, drive it, switch, curtsy, drive, set it down, set it down, good. Curtsy it, drive it. Finding that space on that set down, that stretch still stays in that band. And switch. So we squat, pulse. We drop that right knee, we drop that left knee to stand. So we get 2 pulses. Drop, pulse right, drop, pulse left to stand. Good. Widen that stance. Drop it right. Drop it left to stand. Good. Keep working. From here, we're going to go to that kickback and switch. So I'm in that slight hinge position. I'm getting that kickback, soft bend through that leg. As I kick it back, I'm squeezing through that glute. Even if you put your hand on that outer glute to feel that squeeze. Squeeze. Every rep gets a squeeze. You'll feel it creeping into that standing leg as well. And switch, other side. Kick it back, pulling that belly button in. We're not arching through that back. Pull that belly button in. Kick it back, squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Stay with it. And stop. Great job. We are right back to that bench or that chair with those hip thrust abductions. Ready? And go. Those hip thrust abductions, 30 seconds. Again, finding that space between those shoulder blades. We lift as those eyes stay on that wall in front of us. We lower those hips, thrust it up, abduct at the top. Lower, lift, keep that squeeze in that lift through that open and close. Lift, squeeze, open, close. And lower, coming up out of it, we're going right into those lateral walks and go. So big step, half step. utilizing whatever space you have, staying low. Do not allow that body to start to stand up through those walks. Stay low. Thanks, squat, hold. That's how low you are. Staying in that for 30 seconds. From here, we're going into that curtsy knee drive and switch. Curtsy, drive it, open it up. Curtsy, drive, open it up. Drive it, open. 30 seconds. Then we go into those pulse squats with those 2 knee rotations and switch. So we squat, pulse, we drop right, center, left, center to stand, right back down. We pulse, we drop right, pulse, drop left, pulse to stand. So you're getting a pulse in between those knee rotations. Good. From here, we come up for those kickbacks and switch. So you are up. Right leg kicks back. Squeeze. Squeeze. Every rep gets a squeeze. Good. You're in that slight hinge over. You can grab that wall, the back of that chair. We squeeze through that kickback and switch. Other side, finishing out this second round. Drive it, squeeze it. Squeeze. Squeeze, good. Keeping that belly button pulled in. And stop. Nice job. Make your way back to that bench or that chair. Third and final round. Ready? And go. Hip thrust with that abduction at the top. We lower those hips. We lift those hips. Eyes stay facing towards that wall in front of you. We open on that close. Continue to keep that stretch, that resistance through that band, back into that next lower. Those knees never touch. That resistance stays continuous in this 30 seconds. Drive it up, squeeze. Keep that squeeze through that open close. And switch, lowering that butt, standing for those lateral walks. And go. Lateral walks. Again, stay low on those walks. Big step, half step, big step, half step. Again, continuing to build that resistance through that lower body. Big step, half step. Stay on it. From here, we go to that curtsy to knee drive and switch. So we curtsy, drive, step it open into that next curtsy, drive, step it open. Good. Open it up. Five seconds. We go to that squat pulse with those 2 knee rotations and switch. So we squat, we pulse, we drop right, pulse, drop left, pulse to stand, lower. Again for 2, we drop right, open, drop left, open to stand. Nice job. Continue to build that burn in that lower body. Keep working. And switch. Glute kick back, right side. Kick it back, squeeze. Squeeze. Every rep gets that squeeze. Pulling that core in. Good, slow and controlled. Squeeze it. And we switch. Other side gets that kick back. Nice job, 30 seconds. Pull that belly button in. Kick it back, we squeeze. Be intentional with that resistance. And stop. Nice job. All right, quick drink if you need one. We are doing a little finisher. It's gonna be 20 seconds. You can keep that band on. 20 seconds, 3 exercises. We're just rolling through it 3 times. So we have a 3-minute finisher to finish out. We're starting with in and out squat jumps. So we squat on the in, squat on the out. Okay, in and out squat jumps. From here, you're gonna bring it up. We have a high knee rotation. So you're gonna rotate over that knee drive. Rotate, rotate. Then our third one, we're gonna pop it to that tabletop. We have a plank jack, donkey kick, plank jack, donkey kick. All right, those are your 3 exercises, 20 seconds, starting with that in and out squat jump. Ready? And go. So squat on the in, squat on the out. Modification. You're gonna squat, stay low, step it out, step it back in, step it out, step it in. And switch. High knee rotation. Drive that knee, rotate, rotate. Pull that core in. From here, we're gonna jump it into that tabletop and switch. Jump into that tabletop. Plank jack, donkey kick. Plank jack, donkey kick. Modification on this one. You can lose that plank jack. Just get those alternating donkey kicks. Keep that belly button pulled in. Burpee it in, right back up. In and out squat jumps. Get low. Good. Keep working. 20 seconds, we go to those high knee rotations. And switch. So high knee rotation. Drive it up. Rotate. Drive. Good. Pull that knee. From here, we're down to that plank jack, donkey kick, and switch. So we jump to tabletop. Plank jack, donkey kick. Plank jack, donkey kick. Pull that belly button in. Squeeze. Continuing to squeeze through every rep. 5 seconds. We're going to burpee it in right back into those in and out squat jumps. And switch. In and out squat jumps, 20 seconds. You have 1 minute to go. Push. Stay low. Squat on the in, squat on the out. Don't let up. And switch those high knee rotations. Drive that knee. You're rotating over that knee drive. Drive it up there. Rotate. Good. From here, we're going to jump into that tabletop. We're hitting that donkey kick or plank jack donkey kick and switch. 20 seconds to go. Pop it into tabletop. Plank jack, donkey kick. So you're in that bent knee for that plank jack. Pulling that core in. Squeezing through that glute on that donkey. Good. and stop. All right, that is lower body today, you guys. Way to show up. Have a great day. Bye.